Welcome to this explainer. Today, we are looking at Group E of the 2026 World Cup, and honestly, this might just be the most theatrical group of the whole tournament. We've got a fascinating mix here. We're talking one of Europe's absolute heavyweights, two really solid mid-tier powers dreaming of deep knockout runs, and, wait for it, arguably the greatest underdog story in the history of the competition.
So to really set the stage for Group E, you gotta ask, what happens when a four-time world champion goes head-to-head with an island of just 150,000 people? It's a massive disparity. You've got Germany, pure footballing royalty, drawn right alongside Curaçao, who are making their very first appearance on this stage. Add in the high-flying attack of Ivory Coast and the absolute brick wall that is Ecuador's defense, and you've got a group where literally every single point is going to be a total dogfight. Here's how we're going to break down this group of contrasts. First, we'll look at the stakes with the new tournament format. Then we'll profile our four teams: Germany, the wounded giant; Ecuador, the disciplined defenders; Ivory Coast, looking to break their curse; and Curaçao, the ultimate underdog. Finally, we'll wrap it all up with our final group predictions. Section 1. The stakes in Group E, under the brand new 48-team format. Let's start with the arena itself, because this tournament is expanding to a massive 48 teams across the US, Canada, and Mexico. Our Group E teams will be traveling to iconic spots like Energy Stadium in Houston, BMO Field in Toronto, and Lincoln Financial Field in Philly. Because of this huge expansion, we've now got 12 groups of 4. And you know what that means? The math of survival has completely shifted. The traditional group stage playbook we're all used to, you can pretty much toss that out the window. Under this new setup, the top 2 teams from each group qualify automatically. But step 2 is where it gets spicy. The 8 best third-place teams across all 12 groups also advance. What's really interesting here is that finishing third is no longer an automatic death sentence. It gives mid-tier powers and underdogs a genuine mathematical lifeline. Even one shock result could keep the dream alive until match day 3. Seriously, a well-timed draw, or just keeping a loss to a 1-goal margin to protect your goal difference, could literally be your golden ticket to the round of 32.
Section 2. Germany, the wounded giant seeking redemption.
Moving on to our first contender. Germany is coming into this tournament absolutely desperate to avenge some recent, humiliations. Historically, these guys are unmatched in Europe. From 1954 to 2014, they reached the quarterfinals or better in 17 consecutive World Cups. But contrast their epic 2014 title win, where they scored 18 goals, with those devastating back-to-back group stage exits in 2018 and 2022. They scored just 8 goals combined across those 2 tournaments. It sparked a total identity crisis, a massive squad rebuild, and eventually brought in tactical prodigy Julian Nagelsmann as coach. And under Nagelsmann, this rebuild has been something else. He's crafted this incredibly dynamic attacking trio that just thrives on velocity and swapping positions constantly. That right there is Germany's core strength. You've got the 116 million pound Liverpool playmaker, Florian Wirtz, operating alongside Bayern's Jamal Musiala, who provides that crucial creative spark, assuming he's fully recovered from his recent leg injury. Put Arsenal's Kai Havertz up top as an elite central attacker, and that creativity is terrifying. But, and this is a big but, their vulnerability is out on the left. When David Raum pushes up, he leaves a lot of space behind him. That structural gap, that is exactly what smart teams are going to try to exploit.
Section 3. Ecuador, the disciplined defenders forming a South American wall.
Let's shift gears to Ecuador, a mid-tier power that is really pushing its historical ceiling right now thanks to a true golden generation. Get this, they qualified second in the notoriously brutal South American standings, finishing a crazy 9 points clear of everyone except Argentina. Oh, and by the way, they actually beat Argentina 1-0 in their final qualifying game. They allowed just 5 goals in 18 qualifying matches. 5. That is an unbelievable defensive stat, and it really shows just how rigid and disciplined Coach Sebastian Beccacise's setup is. They use a flat 4-4-2 that defends like a suffocating blanket and just wins the ball right back. And this brings us to an absolutely brilliant tactical showdown set for June 25th. You've got Germany's fluid positional play and high pressing going right up against Ecuador's rigid defensive block and suffocating space. Ecuador's fast counterattack is practically tailor-made to absorb possession-heavy teams like Germany. They'll just wait for the Germans to overcommit, especially those advancing fullbacks we talked about, and then, boom, punish them with lightning-fast transitions. To pull that off, Ecuador is leaning on a squad with some serious elite young European club pedigree. This golden generation is a genuine dark horse to go deep in the knockouts. You've got Chelsea's Moisés Caicedo running the midfield engine. In the back, newly crowned Champions League winner William Pacho from PSG pairs up with Arsenal's Piero Hincapié to form an absolute wall. Oh, and definitely keep your eyes on the 19-year-old sensation from River Plate, Kendry Páez. These guys aren't just building for the future, they are ready to do damage right now. Section 4, Ivory Coast, breaking the curse for the Elephants' redemption. Next up, we look at Ivory Coast and their mission to finally overcome a historically brutal string of World Cup heartbreak. They are easily one of West Africa's biggest footballing powerhouses, but the World Cup has just been cursed for them. In 2006, 2010, and 2014, they got knocked out in the group stage every single time, despite fielding some absolute legends of the sport. But this current squad, led by coach Enner Valencia, has something different: incredible mental resilience. They prove that with their completely unbelievable comeback to win the 2023 Africa Cup of Nations on home soil. Valued at around 515 million euros, this is actually the most valuable squad in all of Africa right now. Their whole game plan is built around rapid transitions, designed to finally smash through that group stage ceiling. They are perfectly built to sit in a mid-block and then just explode forward using the sheer pace and directness of fast, adaptable wingers like Manchester United's Amad Diallo. Add in their captain, Franck Kessié, an absolute box-to-box dynamo from Al Ahly driving the midfield, and dominant Roma center back of Indika holding down the defense, and you've got a team totally built to challenge the big boys. Section 5, Curaçao, the ultimate underdog, a true fairy tale for the debutantes. Now we get to the real emotional core of this group. Honestly, if you love a good Cinderella story, this is it. Curaçao is making their first ever World Cup appearance, pulling together a highly competitive squad of players with Dutch Curaçaoan heritage. To really wrap your head around the sheer scale of the mismatch here, look at this. Germany has 4 World Cup titles and over 83 million people. Curaçao has 0 titles and a population of roughly 150,000. 150,000. They are officially the smallest nation to ever qualify, completely shattering Iceland's old record. I mean, they're smaller than a lot of individual cities that send club teams to European tournaments. It's wild. Even their head coach, the legendary Dick Advocaat, called this the craziest thing he's achieved in a managerial career spanning nearly 4 decades. His highly organized defense, paired with the Bacuna brothers running the midfield, somehow powered them to an unbelievable 28 goals in qualifying. And get this for a cinematic twist. Advocaat actually stepped down for family reasons just 4 months before the tournament. He was replaced by Fred Rutten, but then, literally a month out, the players begged Advocaat to come back, and he did. It's literally a Hollywood script playing out in real life. Section 6, Group E, Final Predictions. The Reckoning. So, every single team here has a totally defined identity. But how is it all going to shake out when the lights come on? Looking at the schedule, that June 14th matchup between Ivory Coast and Ecuador is massive. It's basically the decider for second place and will likely dictate all the wildcard math for the whole group. If either team grabs all 3 points there, they are in the driver's seat. Then skip ahead to June 25th, Ecuador versus Germany. That is the tactical showdown for first place. Ecuador's rigid 4-4-2 against Germany's high-pressing positional play. It's going to be a tactical masterclass. Bringing it all together, here is how we see it playing out. Germany should be comfortable group winners, pulling in around 7 to 9 points. Then it gets tight. We're giving Ecuador a razor-thin edge over Ivory Coast for that second automatic spot, predicting 4 to 6 points for them, mostly because of that incredible defensive discipline. But do not count out Ivory Coast. At 3 to 5 points, they are a super strong wildcard candidate to advance as one of those best third-place teams under this new format. And as for Curaçao, they might pull 0 to 2 points, but honestly, just participating is historic for them. And that wraps up our explainer for Group E. So what do you guys think? Who's going to survive this incredible group of contrasts? Will Germany finally shake off the ghosts of their last 2 tournaments? Will that South American wall from Ecuador hold up? Can Ivory Coast finally break their group stage curse? Or is Curaçao going to pull off the unthinkable and shock the world? Let us know what you think and keep pondering just how unpredictable this newly expanded tournament format is going to make the beautiful game. See you next time.